It says 8 seconds. It always says that. Always says that. So we're going to wait for a few minutes to see who comes and hangs out with us while I finish up a little thing that I was working on. Y'all know I can't follow a pattern to save my life, right? I'm not very good at it at all. But I followed this one pretty close. We'll see. We'll see when I'm done. Say hi if you're stopping by. I feel like I need a bigger seam allowance. So let's go in here and do that real quick. And then I'll show you what I'm working on, and I'll show you what is happening. I totally missed a piece. I totally missed a piece. I totally missed a piece on my dinosaur quilt. I could not find it for the life of me, and then I dropped something on the ground and I found it underneath my sewing table, like right there. So that was kind of a happy thing because I was going to make a copy of it today and I forgot to take the pattern with me so I could copy the piece I needed. Some days I feel like I am losing it. But on other news, I say hi if you're stopped by. I was long arming today and I'm super excited about this one because I am long arming with glow in the dark thread. How stinking cool is that? It has been really fun, not gonna lie. So I am pattern testing a pattern for Dragonfly Quilting Designs Studio. I always want to say designs and it's Design Studio. Dragonfly's Quilting Design Studio. And she sent this little pattern to me. And I think it was cute. I already have like 5 different things I want to do to change it. But that's only because I have all these ideas going. So I have to send her some notes and say, hey, this would be a cool idea. But I thought like this would be a fun kids class. Hi, Joy. Hi, Carolyn. This would be a fun kids class. So as soon as I get this to turn inside out, where's my little turner tool? I had it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. It's probably in this little hidey hole over here. That's called. Here it is. Winning. I knew I had it. So we're making this quiltlets, and she was nice enough to give me some fabric from Benartex, which is kind of fun. Like there's some batiks, it looks like, and some really fun waves. I'll show you all this in a second, and some fun colors. But before I did that, I wanted to make one with my own fabric and scrappies. And so I have a really fun little doohickey here that is proving to be a little trickier than I thought to turn inside out. And of course, I thought, well, you know, it's a wristlet. It's called a quiltlet, quilt cuff. So it's like all the rage to have this clothing and use your scraps. So I pulled out my scraps And what scraps besides batiks do I have in my sewing room? I give you 2 guesses and the first one doesn't count. LOL. So I pulled out some scraps from my last quilt. Well, not my last one, the hexagon quilt, because I had some really fun colors there. And I think that I would have changed how I turned this inside out. But so I did that. And yes, you're so right. So I did it in Tula because why not? And here we go. So it's super cute. I got to press it. This is one of the pattern is really fun. You can pick it up at Dragonfly's Quilting Design Studio. Author Catherine Michael. Well, she does. She writes. I read all about this in here. It's pretty cool. So I got to go check out her books. I think this is the copy, not my copy. So they're little wristlets. Look at those. And you put a snap bracelet in it. And I've got a couple different ones to try and see how they are. They're way big on my wrist. So we'll see how that goes in just a second when I press this. And this has like 5 or 6 designs, maybe more. 2, 4, 6 designs in it. Paper piecing, of course. This would be good for you, Gretchen, to start with, to try a little bit of paper piecing that has a bit smaller pieces in it than the one you played with before. And she has books. Catherine LeBlanc, also known as best-selling author Catherine Michael, is a creative force in the quilting world. She is a talented pattern designer and storyteller. So she's got some books that I got to go check out, which I'm kind of excited about because I can always love a good read. So this is a double dip on fun for sure. But like this one, which I want to try, this one is designed to put like some words in here. I thought like a little piece of embroidery would be fun. And then this one has got a shoe fly foundation block. That's super fun. These are really cute. So definitely recommend grabbing this if you get a chance and seeing what you can create. I really think that after I do one with the Benertex fabric, I would like to make one a little bit wider, like wide enough to hold my driver's license and a credit card. That'd be kind of cool, right? So that I could put, like, not carry my purse for the day. Like, let's say we're going into I don't know, I might do a different clasp than a slap bracelet, but oh, I stretched that. Oops, careful. But I put the Tula Pink sateen on the back because I thought it would feel nice on my wrist. Although I cut the beak off the bird because, you know, why did I do that? He's a little bigger than he should be on the sateen, but who cares because he's cute and it's Tula. So it was a pretty easy little pattern, this one. And the other ones have some more design to it, but I wanted to do an easy one because I had some scraps here that I thought would be super cute. So I'm going to press that. Now this is the part I always struggle with, is turning this inside. That was actually easier than I thought it would be. Go team. the name of the pattern is Quiltlets. Quilt cuffs, and it's by Dragonfly's Quilting Design Studio. So we'll leave that up there for right now while I figure myself out here. And I think I have some slap bracelets at the store. Make sure you put this in here the right way, boys and girls, because that would be a travesty. Let me stitch this shut. I think Lizzie's going to like these. So if you have any littles in your life, you could be, you know, extra and hand sew this shut so that you don't see your seam, but I'm not going to do that on this particular one, mostly because I just want to play with the next one. And okay. These are kind of fun. I have a quiltlet. Those are cute. And I put Tula Pink on it. So, hi, Lori. We're working on slap bracelets tonight made out of fabric. Is that fun or what? I do like the sateen on the back. Well, I'll make the next one and see what we think about that. And then, you know, also could double as a stabilizer roll. That's fun. We're making quiltlets, Pat. I was asked to pattern test the Dragonfly's Quilting Design Studio quiltlets. They're quilted or quilt cuffs for your wrist. I think Lizzie will really like them. I have to make one in blues because she is not a purple girl, probably because it's my favorite color. And we're at that stage of life right now, is let's just be, everything that mom likes is contrary to what I like. So we finished one. Well, I finished one before I started tonight. And I did Tula Pink scraps because, you know, that's what's in my sewing room. And I did a sateen backing so that it is softer on my wrist. And it is quilt, there is batting in here. So I used one of the smaller slap bracelets. The next one I use, I have a little bit of a bigger slap bracelet. It is silicone. And so you just want to be careful not to stitch on the slap bracelet for sure. You're right, Lisa. That would be a good thing. I thought about that. I may scoot these over and do that because it'll give it a little more structure. And she could have told me to do that, but y'all know how well I follow patterns. Don't tell anybody. Oh, it does say top stitch. Sure does. Sure does. Yep. So I'm gonna stitch that over, but I don't have the right color thread in here, so we're gonna do it anyways. Make sure your doohickey is far enough away from where you are stitching to not be in the way. And we will top stitch. Lisa, you're smart. Double checking. I always get nervous when I sew things like zippers or things like this with an object in there. Well, that's going to be good. Get that to go over to the side, and we'll finish that up. But I was saying before everybody came in, if we could do like one with that would fit like your your ID. Honestly, I need something to put on Lizzie with her ID. She's flying all by herself this weekend, and that's a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. What is that? Well, you guys can laugh because what I did before we were on is I layered everything and I stitched my backing the wrong way. And I had to unsew, and I still had it on paper piecing levels. So, you know, you use like 1.4 on my stitch length. And so pulling that out was quite fun. Yep. Yep. Remember, I make all the mistakes so you don't have to. Just so you know. All of them. So what's everybody working on tonight? This is super fun. These are cute. I like them. I think Lizzie's gonna like this. Maybe she'll surprise me. She'll be like, I don't like it. No. I don't know. Whatever. Disenchanted with little ones right now. She's at camp this week. Lizzie's at camp. My husband's away. I have the house to myself. I really should organize my house or clean my sewing room. But I didn't. Well, because last night I was at the shop late. These are cute. What do you think? Here's mine. It's got Tula Pink fabrics, purples, of course, because that's my favorite. And now I got this cute little bracelet. Ta-da! Ta-da! What do you think, guys? Would you make them for your grandkids or your kids? Let's find a different one. I made copies of the paper piece pattern so that I didn't accidentally use this, and I think I accidentally used this. I'm pretty certain that I used page 2 of the pattern instead of using the copy. So this one's kind of cute. This reminds me of the flying geese that I put around Gigi. So we could make that. Bonus foundation. So she gives you extras. This one has itty bitty pieces, which could be really fun. And she gives you some to fussy cut the centers. And Benartix gave these really fun fabrics. Purple, I asked for blues and greens because purples wasn't an option. So there's some that are kind of purpley in here. These are really fun. I don't know what this line is called. I got to look it up. But look at the texture on this fabric. Isn't that fun? Lori, you bought you're drawing. Oh, goodness gracious. Wendy, that's bananas. 240 blocks. Well, it's good you can sit here and chat with us while you do that because that sounds very tedious. We should have a Zoom sewing. We should have a Zoom sewing night and just hang out. We'll just hang out. That one's not quite big enough to be the backing. This is a really fun pattern. A dressmaker 7000 sewing machine. Lori, I don't even know what that is. I think I want this in the center. This is really fun. I'm hand sewing a binding on a quilt on the chili quilt. And I am reminded again and again why I hate hand binding, which is really funny because I like to hand sew. But let me tell you what, this girl is not at binding. I think it's the angle or whatever I'm doing is just, it really hurts my left wrist. So hand binding, least favorite. I am so thankful to all of the people who said, learn how to machine bind your quilts. Super tedious. Yeah, not fun at all. No bueno. Nope, nope, nope. So guys, in August, I will be gone for 3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 Tuesdays I will be gone. I know that that's crazy. Maybe I'll be able to jump on and say hi, but I don't know what sewing I'll have. You might be able to watch my husband catch a fish or something crazy like that. Let's try a little piece of this fun, colorful fabric for the center. So this is paper piecing. So we're working on that. Had one lady in last week and then again this week, and just she really wanted to finish this really cute pattern with paper piecing. And we tried, and she brought it back in. She did pretty good. So we'll call it a win, but I don't think she likes it. It's not going to be her favorite. Oh, all heavy metal. Is it it's an embroidery machine too, Lori? That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. I'm using the Acorn Precision piecing glue to just put a dot in the middle of my first piece here so that it doesn't shift around while I'm trying to put on my next pieces. So I'm going to press it to activate the glue. Now we're good to go. It's held in place and we get to pick. You know what I found? You guys are so proud of me. Look what I found. I found one of the probably 7 add a quarter rulers in my sewing room. The small one, which is appropriate for this project. However, I think that there's got to be 4 more floating around in here somewhere. So if y'all could tell me what I did with it, that'd be super great. Super, super great. Kyra's been hinting that I need to finish her quilt, even though that's jumping the line like 12,000 quilt projects. So I may have to try and work on that for Christmas. She is not on Facebook, so we can talk about her all we want. There's my little guide beam. This guide beam on here is great. It's so great. It's so great because in the seam allowance on these paper piecing, you don't have the guide. So if you have the guide beam, you can line it up when you start over here. And people are like, well, why do you need to stitch in there? But it just really makes the bulk in your seam allowance a little bit more manageable because the pieces are stitched down to the paper, which helps you keep them folded over so you don't have any accidental folding in this. And that is so important, especially when you are machine quilting the top, because let me tell you, some of these paper piecing seams can get really bulky, but this is the guide beam on my machine helps me line it up before I get there. So that's super cool. Super cool. Do you move the hoop or does the machine move the hoop, Lori? 60s. I bet you the machine, you move the hoop. I saw a lady do that on a reel the other day, and I just did not understand what she was doing. She was making flowers on this machine, and it looked like she was moving the hoop. Check your internet connection. You know what? Spectrum and I are going to have some conversations, I think. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. Lizzie might like this one. We're going to use this Easy Press pen. I definitely use that on the sides, on the seams, to keep that flat and crisp, so that when I put my next seam down, again, it really manages that bulk in the quilt. Now, I found my add a quarter ruler. Now, the add a quarter ruler, you see how it has like that point on the bottom? I use that to really make a crease on the paper so that I can be a little bit less of a waster of fabric. But I still am not a fabric miser when it comes to these things, guys. My nose is tickly. Okay. This is super cute. I think these would be like a fun summer camp thing. Or a nice gift for a retreat. If you were going to a retreat with friends. And with Lori's little embroidery machine, you could embroider the center one and say, retreat 2026. That would be fun. Oh, this fabric has a fun effect. I love it how sometimes you're surprised by what happens when you use a fabric. Paper piece, that's why I like English paper piecing, is because you can make the fabric that's so beautiful do something totally different and still be beautiful. But look at how fun the fabric print on this one is framing the centerpiece. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. We're having fun here. Make a little wristlet. We're doing a little advanced piece here. I'm not 100% certain what the batting is that they sent me. It's a very thin batting. Very, very thin. But soft and very malleable. So it's not thick and bulky. You know, people forget. These kids, I tell you. Where are my children? Any of my children on here? Nope. None of them today. Let's tell them so that they stop. You know, I even shared my calendar after last week on Wednesday when all of the children decided that they needed me right at that minute. And it wasn't really all of them, but it was 3. So that was a lot. And the other one had to tell them, hey guys, mom's on Facebook Live with dad. Stop calling them. We got things to do. So, I don't know. We had our jelly roll class today. And we did the jelly roll wreath from Muppin Sewing Emporium in Paducah. And they turned out super cute. And God bless Cheryl over there. She tried so hard. She's just swamped with the shop hop. And I needed patterns, and she got them to me right at noon today. And the girls came in and they're like, do we get the pattern? I said, yes, ma'am. It'll be here before you leave. And it sure was. So that was pretty cool. It was an emergency. Not an emergency. I'll be a bonus 6. You could be a bonus 6 kid. Sure. Come on in. Hang out. We'll adopt some more. We gather a lot of people around here. Our family picks up strays all the time. Taryn is one of the worst culprits of gathering strays. I know you thought it was dire, Taryn, but it wasn't that bad. Look at that. That turned out really cute. Now what color do we want to play with? What are we doing next? We're doing some flying geese. So let's do a little bit of planning here. I think I'm going to use this for the geese. Use that one first. Do I have 2 of these? And then we could use this one. And then this one. And then not that one. Ooh, what if we go this way? That'll be fun. Perfect. Figured it out. Here's our plan. We got a plan. Okay. We need a geese. We need the geese. No, I wish that we could listen to music while we sewed on Facebook Live. So I don't know if you all saw, but I saw a notification come out that there are 2 new baby lock machines. One is called Luna. Isn't that cute? And one is Ursa. I think it was Ursa. And that's kind of cute. I thought the name was super cute. One of them is a sewing and embroidery, and one is embroidery only. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember at this particular moment which is which. But I believe that the email went out to everybody today and said, hey guys, we have new things coming. We had a big baby lock day today. We had new machines announced. We had upgrade information. Is Darlene in here today? On that, and we had update information come out today. It was a big day. Okay, so I'm kind of skipping ahead to do both flying geese, and then I'll do the things because I want them to be the same color. So I'm just gonna skip ahead a little tiny bit. Somebody needs me. That seems valid. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. There we go. With the Facebook Live this morning. Oh my gosh, we were almost late because Facebook changed up something and I could not figure out how to go live. I was like, what happened? I called Beth and I said, Beth. She says, it should be right there. I said, okay. So we got it. It was okay. And we had a funny morning this morning. Donna was just going and telling us all the things. And we had so much stuff. But I really like the idea of making a soft beverage book. Would be a really fun gift for a bachelorette party or a bachelor party or who knows what else, but that could be fun. Wow, what a difference. I'm going to give Lizzie this one. There's all her blues and greens. Although she swears she likes pink now. Tell me when anyone has seen that child have pink. This is pretty though. These colors are beautiful. Might have to go call my Benertex rep and say, hey, what line is this? This is fun. Okay, I did not use my acorn. I sell the bajonkas out of this stuff. You guys, I don't think you understand how much this acorn easy press pen helps. I've even used it on my long arm. If I have like a seam that is seeming really wonky, I will use it on a customer's quilt to manage the seams. What? Taryn, that seems aggressive. I feel like that was aggressive. And I don't know what you're telling, what you're, I don't understand. Okay. We are making things. How many more you got, Wendy? 143. We're halfway there. That's what I said. She swears up and down, backwards and forwards that she loves pink. In fact, I took her to camp in a pink skirt. Pink. Not even lying. Pink. That's what I said. Nope. She wanted the pink. I've always liked pink. She's crazy. That kid did not like pink to save her life. Couldn't put her in pink. She wouldn't wear it. She still won't wear purple. Not if you, nope. 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 I agree. I'm with you. Next week, we're going, I don't know what we're going to do next week. Next week, I really want to do one of Snapdragon mini quilts. And I have a list of classes that are going up on the website. So, you know what? This might be one of them because it's a super great paper piecing. Like, and it's not so unmanageable that you'll get overwhelmed. So this might be a win right here. I have to talk and see if we can get some patterns in store. That way we can get and teach a class. I'll bring out the scrap bin. Oops, I did that wrong. Y'all don't follow me. I don't know that it really makes a big difference. But I put the right side on before the left side. I've been through a lot of teenage girls, Lori. You're not wrong. They do change their mind, but that seems really drastic. The purple to pink, that is very drastic, I feel. I'm not buying it. We're not buying it. Taryn's not buying it either. I don't feel so alone. This girl is a blue girl all day long. I've painted 2 bedrooms for this child blue. And I took her to the paint store and let her pick it. She's about to enter her 5th teenage stage. I don't know that you're wrong. Oh my word, these kids. Lots of teenage kids. Lots of them. Some of them have not quite grown out of teenagehood. Some of them would like to go back to that just so that mom could take care of everything. Look how fun this is. This is super fun. I really enjoy paper piecing. You guys, I don't know. I make a big mess. So if you don't make a big mess, whatever. My sewing room needs to be overhauled. Overhauled. The biggest advice I can give you when you're doing paper piecing is one, trim your seams. So this is too much of a quarter. Hi, Karen. I made, these are quiltlets by Dragonfly Quilting Studio. And I made one. They're little bracelets. So they go on your wrist. Kind of fun. And this one I'm making for Lizzie. Maybe she'll twinsy with me. We'll see. She's in that we don't like anything mom does stage, which is fine. It's fine. It will pass. I know it will pass because it's passed 4 times already. The other 4, call me and talk to me. And surprisingly, on the way to camp, Lizzie was telling me something. I don't remember what exactly she was telling me, but she started talking to me, and I was like, who are you and what did you do with my kid? The aliens have abducted them. I did used to say that all the time when the kids are little. Like, the aliens abduct your girls at about 11, 10 to 11, maybe like 9 in this one's case. And they bring them back sometime between 17 and 24. They are pretty cool, right? Go ahead, check out her site. She is a Dragonfly Quilting Studio, design studio. She is also an author. So if you're a reader, she is now on my list of I got to go find her books. So I must go do that later. Because I've been reading way too much sci-fi. Maybe that's why I'm not sleeping well. All this third dimensions and extra dimensions and crazy science fiction stuff. I've also been rewatching Fringe, so that's probably not good for me either. But I really like Walter Bishop. He cracks me up. What's your go-to TV show? To you? What is your go-to TV show? Like, I need comfort show. I just need noise in the background. Like, my friend Gretchen, she listens to like true crime a lot. I don't understand that. That hits a little too close. I don't mind the fake stuff that always ends up happy because they always find their guy. That part I don't mind. But the aliens got your kid and brought her back at 37. That was a long time. They really must have liked her. They really do abduct them. Like, their personality changes overnight. It's like whiplash. Look at that. That is super fun. And the fabric is fun. So now we're going to do the next level of this. I hope I have enough of this. I only need a little bit more. We're going to make it work. We're going to cut this so I don't accidentally cut myself short here. Perfect. Perfect. Scooby-Doo, Law and Order SVU. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever watched that all the way through. But Bones is one that I can rewatch. Friends. I do love me some Friends. Harry Potter. I can listen to that. And there's a new one, a new series coming out Christmas. I didn't know that we watched Scooby-Doo. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of this guy on there. I do love this stuff. I just, you know, if you don't know this stuff like this, I should get like a sponsorship from them because I could sell it all day. It is the most fabulous stuff ever. Anybody know anybody at Acorn? Because oh, that did not sound good. What happened, folks? Oh, I ran out of thread. It doesn't tell you when you're running out of top thread. Oh, used up a spool. Next. I have more. Don't you worry, folks. Don't you worry. I used one. I wound a bobbin of glow in the dark thread for the long arm today, and when the bobbin was done, it whipped the spool off the bobbin winder and threw it across the long arm. I was like, what just happened? That was wild. That was wild. I was like, what just happened? So that was fun. Look, I'm covered. I'm covered in threads. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else is everybody watching? Oh, I love this. I hope she likes it. I'll let you know when I pick her up from camp. She'll be overtired and exhausted. And then I have to bring her home, wash her clothes, and pack her up for her next adventure. What did you guys do with your kids in the summertime? I have been trying desperately to keep this kid busy. It's pretty good. I mean, to be fair, summer only started here for her on the 1st of July, so what is happening here, folks? What is happening? All right, so we're almost done with the second one. I figure it will take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to finish one. But this one is a little more of a complicated paper piece in there. This pattern gives you lots of different options. I can already see different ways that I can use this pattern. I really think I might try and enlarge it a little bit and make it big enough to hold an ID so that I can put my driver's license and a credit card in there, and that's my purse for the minute, you know? If the car keys weren't so big, you could put your car keys in there, your car key in there, and then just be good to go, right? Sometimes you go places and you just don't want to carry one more thing. Like the quilt shop. Yeah, other things to do than keep track of that purse. Seriously. Yesterday we had a group of ladies in there and they're so excited about the clothing classes starting in the fall, which is only a couple months away, which is kind of terrifying. I'm excited about that too. I got to reach out and find that information. We got a couple more questions to find out on that. Church, camp, summer school, grandparents. Yes, we did all of the above. Vacation Bible school, I would do that with them. I would sign them up for everything free. They probably didn't like me for that, but whatever. They survived. Okay, so now I did that color. Now I want to do this color and we're going to gradiate it. We need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way I can maybe not ruin all of the fabric, so I could use it on the next one. Da, 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 da. My dinosaur is coming along, especially now that I found the missing piece. I got to get him ready. Okay, so I was going to put the same Minky on the back of my pink and purple dinosaur that I put on the back of the green one, but today we got the black disco dot Minky, and I think that that is going to be what goes on the back of my dinosaur. So I'm taking votes. Anybody have any other remarkably smart creatures? Wasn't it great? Janice, I loved that one. It was so cute. And the book was cute. The book was super cute. So I'm a fan. 2 thumbs up, 10 fingers, high five, whatever rating you want to give it. Remarkably Smart Creatures was super cute. Loved it. Love, love, love. Sally Fields, awesome. Of course, she's always done a fun job in my book. That was such a great. Absolutely loved it. And that was that author's first book that I could find. So kudos. I hope she writes something else because that was a really good book. And a movie and all the things. That was really great. I'm reading a book by Peter Clines right now called 14. Crazy. Like it makes you think about, possibilities in science. It's way over my head. It makes me feel dumb because I'm not very smart. And I have not had a good fluffy book in a while. So these books written by our friend here at Dragonflies Quilting Design Studio. Dragonflies, sorry. Where's her books? She in here in the pattern, she has Sewing Suspicion and Peace with Purpose by Catherine LeBlanc or Catherine Mykel, Mykel. So definitely take a look and see if you can find that. There's a QR code. Let's see if it takes us where we want to go. I could post that. It is on Amazon. Takes you to Amazon. Oh, there's 8 books. Oh, super fun. Gonna have to read that. Book 1 of 8, Quilting Cozy Mysteries. So our author is also a quilter, and I think that's great. So make sure you check that out. Give her a thumbs up or a follow, just because, she let us try out her pattern for free, which I thought was really cool. Look at that. I like it. Let's finish the other side real quick so you guys can see before the day is over. I'm going to have to clean up my mess. Who am I kidding? I have to go bind a quilt by hand because that sounds like fun. No one should do that. No one. I don't love that part. And it's going to take me like 4 years. And that was Karen's from Chili, the Cute Monkey Fabrics. That was her. It's her quilt. Well, the quilt that I did with her fabrics. And I finally found the name of the lady who did the hand dye fabrics. Her name is Duchess Frou Frou, not Princess Frou Frou. That's why I couldn't find her. I found her card buried in the bottom of one of my bags. Duchess Frou Frou. And she doesn't have anything on Etsy right now. So now I'm going to have to call her and make sure everything's good. But I love her fabrics. Those were great. And they turned out great. And I'm going to be using some more of her fabrics in one of my upcoming projects. So that'll be fun. And this is an intermediate version. This pattern has beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I didn't pick one of the advanced because I knew we wouldn't finish it in an hour. So this one is almost done. I'm going to use this dark fabric here. I'm going to cut this in half so we can portion myself. These are the butter scissors, as Cindy calls them. One of my customers, she goes, I need a new pair of scissors. I said, you got to get a pair of these. These are Metal Goose scissors. They cut like butter. And she gets a pair and she uses them. And she goes, oh my gosh, you're right. They cut like butter. I said, they do. So now every time she comes to class, she's like, I need my butter scissors. I go, yeah, you do. So today she was like, you have to buy these. They're butter scissors. And they were. You love hand binding it? Oh, Wendy. I should have sent it to you because not this girl. Nope. Not a fan. It takes so long. Like, I've been working on it for 3 nights. I would have been done in an hour. Not a fan. Not even a little. How many more blocks are you making lines on? You almost done? Did you finish them all? Oh, that would be great. I saw your new grandbabies. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. And they're super cute. I got to snuggle the newest member of the family this weekend. Little Miss Ava and I hung out. She got her mermaid quilt. It was a big hit. Big hit. You know, fresh babies. I haven't held a fresh baby for that long in a very long time. It's been like 2 years since Ellie was little. Okay, look at us go. Got one side done so you guys could see my brainchild and my colors that they gave me to play with. These are really fun fabrics. Benertex, these are fun. We like these. Okay, so for those of you who want to run off right at 9, this is, one side is finished. That's super fun. I think this is super cute. We'll finish it up and take it to camp with us on Friday when I pick up Lizzie, and we'll see what she thinks. I'll let you know because we are in that nothing makes anybody happy stage. Make sure you guys stop by our friend over here, Catherine LeBlanc, at Dragonfly Quilting Design Studio, and give her a thumbs up and a like. I did tag her in the post so that you can go over there and like it. And look forward to having a day where we can work on these in the shop. So have a great night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or working on a project, shoot us a message and let us know, and we'll see if we can help you out. Have a good night. Bye, guys.